Participating in this program is Schmitz of Philadelphia. One beautiful beer. The Los Angeles Rams versus the Detroit Lions in Tiger Stadium, Detroit, Michigan. Here's one of the visiting Rams, Roman Gabriel, number 18. A 6'3" quarterback who is now the #1 signal caller for young coach Harlan Savari. Watch Roman Gabriel run the attack for Los Angeles. This is Red Phillips, long one of the outstanding and most feared receivers in the National Football League. He'll operate from the right side on the Los Angeles attack. Red Phillips, number 82. Carroll Dale, number 81, will play the left side. He's got fine speed. He's rangy at 6'3" tall, and he'll be the guy that we'll have to watch. And, of course, on the other side, LeBeau will have that job. This is Dick Bass, 202-pounder who can play fullback or halfback and do a real good job at both. Dick Bass, number 22. Roosevelt Greer, the Los Angeles team up front on the defensive side, is said to be as tough as any, and this is one of the big reasons. Roosevelt Greer will own up to 285 pounds, and some think he weighs about 300. Roosevelt Greer. Eddie Metter, the outstanding left corner man in that defensive ball club, number 21, will have the job of covering Terry Barr. And for Detroit, this is Earl Morrill, their fine quarterback, who's come on to be the #1 man for Coach George Wilson's Detroit Lions. A fine thrower and even a better signal caller. Gail Cogdill, number 89, will play the left offensive end spot for Detroit. He has fine moves and he has speed to go with them. Another receiver of the big three is Jim Gibbons, the tight end. A good blocker and can also run deep patterns from the tight position. Jim Gibbons. Filling out that aerial game is Terry Barr, number 41. He's got a sprinter speed out there at the flanker spot, and he's always rough to cover. Terry Barr, extremely energetic. This is Danny Lewis, a 210-pound halfback who will play fullback today. Petrosani's out, and Lewis has that great speed, and of course 210 pounds. Tommy Watkins, a feared man on the kickoff and punt return teams in all of the National Football League. 23, Watkins, 185 pounds of real speed. Night Train Lane, always a great competitor and enjoying a great year in 1963 as a defensive halfback for Coach George Wilson. Danny LaRose, one of the new Lions, 255-pounder, 6'4" tall. Danny, in his third year now, will be playing offensive tackle and try to give Morrill a lot of time to throw the football. Here's the toss now. The Lions are going to win the toss, and they will receive the football. Detroit in the dark jerseys and the visiting Los Angeles Rams in the visiting white. We're about ready now to get underway. Both teams having a rather rough year in '63, but both teams extremely dangerous. Here's Villanueva kicking the football now, and that's Tommy Watkins waiting on the 3-yard line. Watkins is dangerous up the middle. Watkins is hit hard on about the 23. They get the 24-yard line now. 1st and 10, Detroit. And here's Earl Morrill's first call against the LA defense. Morrill, number 14 for Detroit. He's fading to throw in his first play. He's looking for Cogdill on the corner pattern. He throws it. It's a good throw. It's overthrown. Well covered by Lyndon Crow there. Cogdill. Second play, 2nd and 10. Here's going for Terry Barr. Morrill to Barr, and it's incomplete. Barr had the ball for a moment, but couldn't hang on to the real rapid toss. 3rd and 10 now on the 24. Morrill opening right up and throwing against his big team. Across the middle to Cogdill. Fumbled. They're fighting for the ball. Jim Gibbons has the football. Gibbons comes up with the ball for Detroit on the Ram 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Detroit. Big break. Here's the handoff now to Watkins on the left side. Tommy Watkins getting away from tacklers and manages to get 5 yards before he's knocked out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 5 on the Ram 43 now. Morrill mixing up his plays. And the Rams mixing up their defensive calls. Here they come. The Rams on defense. The Lions with Watkins going off tackle. A big gaping hole. He picks up 5 more. 5-yard gain for Watkins. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Ram 34. Morrill straight ahead to Denny Lewis, the fullback. Lewis for about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Give Lewis 5 yards in the last play. Morrill to Lewis on the outside. Morrill has a good run of 5 yards to the right side by Denny Lewis. It'll be 3rd now and less than a yard, about a half a yard for a first down. Well, the Rams are stacked in there in defense. Here's Morrill's call. It'll be a long count. Here's the handoff. Again, it goes wide. It's Watkins, the little halfback, with more than enough for a first down. 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 now on the Rams' 16-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 16 now. Detroit moving early in the first quarter. Here's Morrill, number 14. He's fading the throw. He's looking for Jimmy Gibbons. He fires. It's intercepted by Cliff Livingston. Livingston out for the Rams with the football. The linebacker has it out to the 20-yard line. Nothing, Lions and the Rams, and of course the Rams have the ball via that interception on the 20-yard line. Here's Roman Gabriel's first play on offense for the Rams. He's fading for a screen pass. The screen out to Bass in the left flat. Bass has some blocking room. He's a great runner in the open field. Number 22, squirming, fighting for yards. 16 big yards and a first down for Los Angeles, out to the 36. 1st and 10 Los Angeles on their own 36. Here's Roman Gabriel. Gabriel, number 18. He fumbles the ball. Gabriel keeps the ball up the middle. The big guy gets 4 yards. 4-yard gain on a busted play. 2nd and 6 for Los Angeles on their own 40 now. Here's the handoff to the outside to Big Wilson, and he's knocked for a 5-yard loss by Mike Clark, the linebacker. Back to the 34 now. It's 3rd and 12 on their own 34. Roman Gabriel, the quarterback for Los Angeles. He's fading the throw. He's being rushed. Gabriel unloads the football, and it's almost caught, but it's dropped out on the flat by Carroll Dale. Fine play by Roman Gabriel, even getting the football off. Punt formation now, 4th and 12, and here's Villanueva. Denny Villanueva punting for the Rams. That's Watkins waiting for the ball. Watkins fair catches around the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Detroit on their own 20-yard line, and the stadium lights have been turned on now on a rather dark day up in Detroit. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff to Denny Lewis on the outside. Lewis getting away from one tackler and being run out of bounds now. Lewis gets 7 yards to the left side, though. It's 2nd and 3 on their own 27. Morrill, a busted play, and he's being thrown for a 7-yard loss. Fumbles the ball, but it's going to be whistled dead now. -7 for Detroit. It'll be 3rd and 10 again on their own 20. Morrill now trying to stop this confused offense and going to the air to do it. Across the middle, knocked away from Terry Bauer by Ed Metter. Incomplete. 4th and 10. Now Detroit has to punt the football. Earl Morrill will also do the kicking. Morrill booting from right around the 10-yard line. It's a pretty fair kick. Right on the Ram 40-yard line. A fair catch there by Shannon. And it's 1st and 10 Los Angeles now on their own 40. Here's the handoff to Dick Bass on the left side. Bass getting some good block. He makes the corner and squirming for yards. 9 yards out to the 49 for Dick Bass. 2nd and 1 on the 49 now. Just under the midfield stripe. Here's Gabriel. Gabriel fitting the throw. He's looking for Carroll Dale, but he's being chased again. He unloads the football, and it's overthrown. Almost intercepted by LeBeau. Gabriel being rushed badly by this Detroit defensive line. 3rd and 1 now on their own 49. The handoff straight ahead to Big Ben Wilson. Wilson, 3 and a first down at the right side. 1st and 10 Los Angeles now in Detroit territory, right around the 48. Here's Roman Gabriel to Bass on the outside. Bass with a blocker, cuts inside, makes another real good move. 4 yards down to the 44-yard line for Dick Bass. Boy, he can fly. 2nd and 6 from the 44 now. The Detroit 44. Roman Gabriel, the quarterback. Gabriel to Ben Wilson off the left side. There's nowhere to go there, and he's thrown for a loss by Walker. Forward motion, though. Says he has a 2-yard gain. Make it 3rd and 6 now on the 44. Here's Gabriel. He's fading the throw. The quick pass across the middle of Carroll Dale. Number 81. Dale's moving for room. He gets it. 9 yards, and he has the first down. 1st and 10 Los Angeles on the 35. The Rams are moving now. Here's Gabriel, the long count. Here's the handoff to Wilson, the big fullback. Wilson rams in there for 5 yards down to the 30. 2nd and 5. Los Angeles on the move. Nothing in the first quarter. Here's Gabriel fading the throw. He's looking. He fires across the middle to Dale. Dale has the ball and gets away. 21-yarder. First down, Los Angeles on the 9. Here's Bass to the outside. Bass with a blocker, cutting back. Real good running by Dick Bass, and he scores. A great running play by Dick Bass. Listen to that crowd. They have to give him an appreciative applause. It's a touchdown, though. The Rams score, and the kick is good by Villanueva. It's Los Angeles 7, Detroit nothing. 60 yards in 9 plays. A great series by Roman Gabriel and also Dick Bass. You can't say enough about the little guy, Dick Bass. Here's the kickoff. Villanueva to Watkins. Watkins straight up the middle and hit hard. 26-yard return. It'll be 1st and 10 Detroit now on their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Here's Earl Morrow trailing 7-0. Morrow fading the throw. He's being rushed, but he gets away. Earl Morrow going deep. He's going, and it's almost caught by Terry Barr, and it's finally dropped. Eddie Metter and Terry Barr battling for the football. It's incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now. Detroit on their own 30-yard line, trailing 7-0. Morrow fading the throw again. He's looking for Cogdill, and it's just off his fingertips. Cogdill hit hard by Lyndon Crow there on the defensive side. It'll be 3rd and 10 now, facing Earl Morrow, the quarterback. Here's Morrow fading the throw. He's looking. It's Gibbons for a first down. Let's make that Terry Barr for a 12-yard gain, and it's a first down, Detroit. The Lions line up, and before they can get off the play, the quarter ends. The score, LA 7, Detroit nothing. The score at the end of the first quarter, Los Angeles Rams 7, the Detroit Lions nothing. The Lions started out real well, like they were going to make a rout out of this ball game by taking the ball from their own 24 to the Los Angeles 24, but their ex-New York Giant linebacker, and he also played with Van Brockton of Minnesota, Cliff Livingston, picked off a Morrow pass and stopped the big drive by the Detroit Lions. Earl Morrow, now the quarterback for Detroit, has had a hot hand the past several weeks for Detroit in the 1963 season. He entered this game the number 3 passer in the league. So far it's been rather rough for him. He's 2 for 8 for only 32 yards, and the big interception, of course, to Cliff Livingston. The Rams took the ball, went 60 yards in 9 plays. Gabriel calling a real fine series, and Dick Bass going over from the 9 on the end sweep. The Rams are a funny ball club. They're young, they're extremely talented and big and strong, but they have yet to arrive. The Detroit Lions, on the other hand, have been second. They've played in the playoff bowl now in 61 and 62, and they have many established all-pro NFL stars. This should be a real good second quarter action of play. Roman Gabriel, one of the men to watch. He's 3 for 5 for 46 yards. And, of course, on the other side, Night Train Lane, Detroit's all-pro wingback, is knocked out of action, and we'll see if they work on this, well, this substitution at his position. We'll be back with this second quarter of action between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions after this message. Seven 0 Los Angeles leading, but Detroit has the ball 1st and 10 on their own 42. Here's Watkins trying the left side. Smith, the defensive back, coming up and making a real good play. Watkins loses 9 at the left side. 2nd and 19 now. Detroit on their own 33. Morrow having trouble moving the football against Los Angeles. Here's the fake. Morrow rolling to the left. He's looking for Gale Cogdill. It's out of bounds and incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 19 on their own 33. Detroit on a 3rd down situation. Morrow fading the throw. Look at this rush. Rosey, Greer, and Jones. 500 pounds, over 500 pounds of defensive line. Morrow loses 10 yards trying to throw the football. Earl will kick now, 4th and 29. Morrow staying right on the 10-yard line. He boots the football. That's Atkins waiting for it for Los Angeles. Atkins, a fair catch right on the Ram 30-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Los Angeles. Roman Gabriel now will try to move the football, and the Rams lead 7-0. Here's Gabriel's call. He's fading the throw. He's going to unload in the flat to Ben Wilson, and it's just over the fullback's fingertips. Clark belts him to make sure he doesn't catch the ball. 2nd and 10 now on the Los Angeles 30. Gabriel still calling. Shift into a double wing now, an audible call. Here's Gabriel throwing for Adams, the big tight end. Adams has the ball, number 87, out of bounds. 6-yard gain. Out to the 36 now. 3rd and 4. Gabriel looking in the left flat. And this time the same play to the left side is incomplete. It'll be 4th and 4 facing Los Angeles. Villanueva will punt. Here come the Lions, and here's Danny's boot. It's a pretty good kick. It's a real good punt. It's bouncy now, deep into Detroit territory. That's Jones making sure that it's down. On the Lion 10-yard line, a 54-yard punt. 1st and 10 Detroit. Here's Morrill. The handoff going to Watkins off the right side. Watkins nowhere to go. A 1-yard gain out to the 11-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. Detroit deep in their own territory. Can't move the football. At least they haven't been able to till now. Here's Morrill's handoff to Danny Lewis on the left side. Lewis gets about 4. It's a tough defensive team for Los Angeles. It's 3rd and 5 now on the 15. 3rd and 5 on the 15, facing Earl Morrill. Morrill fading to throw, looking for Terry Barr, and it's deflected by that big defensive line by Jones, the big boy left in. 4th and 5 on his own 15 now. And Morrill will kick right from the 2-yard line. Earl Morrill's boot. Shannon waiting for the ball for Los Angeles. It's a fair catch. Fair catch on the Ram 45. 1st and 10 Los Angeles, and here's Gabriel. Roman Gabriel, number 18. There's the handoff to Dick Bass. Bass has good blocking room. There's a fumble in the play, and there's a fight for the ball. Adams, though, has the football for Los Angeles. It'll be 2nd and 9 on the 46 now, on the Los Angeles 46. Here's Gabriel fading to throw. He's being rushed. Nowhere to go, and he's down for a 10-yard loss. 10-yard loss for Roman Gabriel on a big rush by McCord. 3rd and 19 on the 36. Gabriel being rushed again. He unloads the football. No flags are showing. It's strictly an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 19. 4th and 19, and Danny Villanueva will punt. And he bobbles the snap and gets it off. It falls to the ground, but the ball is way downfield. Fair catch on the line 28 there by Hall. 1st and 10 Detroit on the 28. Watkins to the left side. About 4 yards for Tommy Watkins as he keeps on digging. 2nd and 6. Detroit on their own 32 now make it. The 32-yard line. Here's the handoff. Handoff to Danny Lewis on the left side. Cliff Livingston making a fine stop from the linebacking spot. A 1-yard loss for Danny Lewis. It'll be 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 for Detroit. Lions trailing 7-0 in the 2nd quarter. Here's the handoff. To the right side to Watkins. Watkins picking up good blocking and using fine speed. 6 yards after the 37. But it's still short of that first down. 4th and 1. 4th and 1 on their own 37-yard line. They'll punt. Here's Morrill again, doing a lot of kicking today. Here's the boot. There's no return as he's being hemmed in on the 24-yard line. Los Angeles with the ball and leading in the game 7-0. Here's Roman Gabriel handing off to Dick Bass. Bass to the right side. Bass hit awfully hard by Bruce Maher. -2. A 2-yard loss as Detroit begins to put that great defensive pressure on too. 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 for Gabriel. He passes in the flat to Dale. Carroll Dale makes a stop, but it's only a 4-yard catch there. Give him out to the 26 now, where it's 3rd and 8 facing Los Angeles. Roman Gabriel fading to throw. Gabriel looking, throwing, and Roger Brown, the big defensive tackle, knocks the ball away on the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass. 4th and 8 now, and Danny Villanueva will punt the football. Here's Danny standing on the 12-yard line. Now he boots. It's a long kick. That's Watkins, Tommy Watkins, waiting for the ball around the 23. Watkins going to his right, now cutting up the middle and looking for room and getting out. About a 10-yard return. 10 yards out to the 33-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 Detroit. The Lions aren't on the scoreboard yet. 1st and 10 on their own 33. Morrill looking for Cogdill. Gail Cogdill has some running room. Cogdill, number 89, 28 yards and a first down for Detroit. And the 39, 1st and 10 on the Ram 39 now, as Morrill fakes the football and decides to run with it. Morrill down the left sidelines and finally out of bounds. 17 yards for the Lion quarterback. 1st and 10. Morrill rolling to his right, being chased. He's looking for Terry Barr. Barr for a touchdown. Barr for a touchdown. Detroit gets on that scoreboard, and everyone's happy in Detroit. Here's the conversion attempt now by Wayne Walker. Walker moves forward. It's up in the air. It's good. It's Los Angeles 7, Detroit 7. The Lions going 67 yards in only 4 plays. A big one for Gail Cogdill and a fine run by Earl Morrill. Here's Wayne Walker kicking off now. It's a short kick. Being fumbled by Olsen, the big tackle, but picked up there fast. Returned about 15 yards now, making a 7-yard return out to the 22-yard line. First and 10 on the 22. Roman Gabriel for the tie ball game now, and Los Angeles tries to get started again. Here's Bass off the left side for 6 yards. Dick Bass using good speed. Crisp Los Angeles blocking. Second and 4 now on their own 28. Rams with Gabriel, their quarterback. Here's the draw play to Ben Wilson, a 235-pound fullback. No gain. No gain. Third and 4. Still on the 28-yard line. Two big, good defensive football teams, the Rams and the Detroit Lions. Here's Roman Gabriel, the quarterback now. Gabriel looking for Adams, the tight end, the left flat. Adams has the football. He's a big boy, and it takes 3 of them to get him down in a 6-yard gain. For Adams, a first down, Los Angeles. On the 34 now. Here's Gabriel looking, throwing across the middle and knocked away. Headed for Carroll Dale. Fine play by Clark, the linebacker. Second and 10 now on the 34. Roman Gabriel, number 18, going all the way. Being rushed, getting away. Unloading a long, long pass. There's Carroll Dale with the football all by himself. Dale looking over his shoulder and takes a stroll for 6 points. Carroll Dale, a fine pattern, and it's a touchdown for Los Angeles. No tie any longer. Everyone stunned by the sudden attack by the Los Angeles Rams. Here's a kick by Villanueva. It's good. Los Angeles 14, Detroit 7. 78 yards in 5 plays. Only 2 minutes left here in the first half. Here's Rams Villanueva now kicking off. That's Nick Ryder, the ex-Miami fullback, taking the ball, now lateraling back. That's Hall with the football. Hall to the outside and hit and knocked out of bounds. 25-yard line now. First and 10, Detroit. Here's Earl Morrow, the Detroit quarterback. Trailing again, 14-7 now. Here's out in the flat to Cogdill. Cogdill has some running room. Gail Cogdill, a fine move to the outside and finally run out of bounds. First and 10, a 30-yard gain for Gail Cogdill. Detroit strikes back. First and 10 on the Ram 45. Morrow now looking. Morrow looking for Jim Gibbons. He hits Gibbons for 18 yards. Another first down. First and 10 on the 27. The Lions roaring back now. Morrow fitting the throw. He's looking for Terry Barr again. He's being rushed. There's the pass. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Eddie Metter in the end zone, and he stays there. It'll come out to the 20-yard line. Fine play by Eddie Metter, stopping a Detroit thrust. First and 10, Los Angeles on their own 20. Late here in the first half. Here's Gabriel. Gabriel to Bass on the outside. Bass 9 yards to the 29. Both teams hitting hard now. Roman Gabriel, the Los Angeles quarterback. Gabriel fading the throw. Looking for Red Phillips. He finds him open for 14 yards. First down for Los Angeles. Night Train Lane shoving Red Phillips out of bounds. First and 10 on the Ram 43. Gabriel looking for Carroll Dale. Over Dale's head and out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Action a little bit rough. Second and 10 now on the 43. Their own 43. The Rams wanting to strike. Gabriel finally firing out of the pocket. It's almost intercepted. LeBeau almost pulling the ball down. It's a 3rd and 10 situation now. On their own 43-yard line, the Rams need some points. They're leading 14-7. Here's Gabriel. Well, at the half, it's Los Angeles 14, the Detroit Lions 7. As you might gather by this first half action, it's open season on quarterbacks today. And the fine defensive lines are a real good example of tough National Football League play. For the Lions, Sam Williams and Darris McCourt at the ends, with Peters and big Roger Brown, the 300-pounder, at the tackles. On the young Los Angeles side, it's Jones and Olsen, Lamar Lundy, and a guy that used to play with the New York Football Giants, Rosey Greer. Two fine, big defensive lines, and most of it was on defense. The Lions finally exploded for 67 yards on 4 plays, and Earl Morrow getting loose long enough to hit Terry Barr for an 18-yard score, and, of course, the first one for Detroit. The Rams bounced right back, though, and went some 78 in 5 plays. The 66-yarder from Roman Gabriel to Carroll Dale was a thing to watch. Now, Dale is also a thing to watch. He's the 6'3", 195-pounder from VPI. You might recall that 4 years ago, when Dale went to the Rams, they thought Del Schaffner was expendable, and Dale now plays for the New York Football Giants. We'll watch Dale the rest of this ball game and watch him closely. The Lions bounced back after this 66-yard scoring thrust, though, and then drove deep when Eddie Metter finally intercepted an Earl Morrow aerial. The halftime, it's 14 for Los Angeles, 7 for the Lions. But it's actually even closer than that. Yards gained, 193 for the Lions, 178 for the Rams. 9 for 18 for Roman Gabriel, the Ram quarterback. 6 for 15 for Earl Morrill, who appears to be right himself now. But 2 interceptions, and that's on the Morrill side, might be the difference. Los Angeles Rams 14, the Detroit Lions 7, and let's pick up the action in this third quarter after this message. At the halftime, it's Los Angeles 14-7 over Detroit, and both fine defensive clubs have put on quite an offensive show here in the second quarter. Good ball game, though, with all the color of National Football League action. Here's the second half now getting started. This is an onside kick by Bruce Maher. It's being chased by the Rams and fallen on finally there by Cowan on the Ram 38-yard line. Gamble there by Detroit, but it didn't work. 1st and 10, Los Angeles on their own 38. Gabriel all the way at quarterback now. Here's the handoff to Dick Bass on the trap play. Bass out for only 2. Put it on the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8 now on the 40. Gabriel with Wilson and Bass in the backfield for Los Angeles. He's fading the throw. He's being rushed hard and being thrown for a loss as Floyd Peters breaks through to throw him for a 10-yard loss. 3rd and 18 now on the Los Angeles 30-yard line. Here's Gabriel fading the throw on 3rd and long. He's looking for Carroll Dale. It's a long pass. It's overthrown. Dale looking like he might have had a little bit of room, but it's an incomplete pass. 4th and 18 now on the 30-yard line. Villanueva will punt the football. Here's Danny's kick. It's up. It's a long boot. That's Hall waiting for the ball and takes the ball and steps out of bounds right around the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Detroit in their own 33. Morrill handoff to Watkins on the left side, about 3 yards out to the 36. Detroit offense a little bit ragged today. 2nd and 7 now in the 36. Morrill, the draw play. There's just nowhere to go. The Rams throwing for a 4-yard loss. Jones and Greer in there. And Lundy, a great defensive line for Los Angeles. Lewis had nowhere to go. 3rd and 11 now in the 32. Here's Morrill fading to throw. He's looking for Gale Cogdell. It's overthrown. A real bullet, incomplete. It'll be 4th and 11 now. Detroit in their own 32, and Morrill will punt the football again. Here's the snap and the boot. It's up in the air. Morrill watching it fly now. That's Shannon waiting for the ball. Shannon with the football, number 47. Shannon getting away from a couple of tacklers and spun to the ground there. A 12-yard return to the 41-yard line by Shannon. 1st and 10 on their own 41. The Rams wanting to move. Here's a quick flip out to Phillips. Red Phillips finally steps out of bounds. Phillips for 4 yards on the quick out. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 45. Gabriel. There's the handoff, the trap to Wilson, the big fullback. Ben Wilson for 8 yards and a 1st down, Los Angeles. 1st and 10 now in Detroit 47. Here's Gabriel. Gabriel handing off to Bass, and there's Darris McCord throwing him for a loss, a 2-yard loss. McCord staying in Bass's way. 2nd and 12 on the 49 now. 2nd and a dozen yards for a 1st down for Los Angeles. Gabriel going to the quick flip again. It's Red Phillips in the right flat. Phillips putting his head down and lunging for 13. 1st down, Los Angeles. 1st and 10 on the Detroit 36. Los Angeles leading 14-7 and going for more. Here's Wilson, the big fullback on the outside. Getting away and dragging McCord. It's 6 yards out to the 30. 2nd and 4 on the Detroit 30-yard line. Gabriel, the quarterback. Here's a quick handoff to Wilson, the fullback. 3 yards to the 27. It'll bring up a 3rd and 1 situation on the Detroit 27. What would you do? Here's the handoff. Wilson, the big fullback. A 1st down. At least 6 yards for a 235-pound rookie fullback. 1st down, Los Angeles on the Detroit 21. Here's Gabriel going for Adams, but knocked away beautifully. LeBeau making a nice save there for Detroit, knocking the ball away from Adams. 2nd and 10 now, the Detroit 21. Gabriel, the draw play to Dick Bass, number 22, into the secondary. Bass hit hard and dropped. A 6-yard gain, though, as Clark makes a tough tackle on Dick Bass. 3rd and 4 on the 15. Gabriel wanting a 1st down here badly, looking for Carroll Dale. It's knocked away, deflected there. Knocked away from Carroll Dale. It'll be 4th and 4. Here's a field goal attempt. It's a fake field goal. Metter running for the 4th and 4 situation and doesn't get it. I don't believe he made it. A fake field goal attempt, and it's no good. Lions take over. Los Angeles gambled on that fake field goal and lost. Detroit has the ball 1st and 10 on their own 14. Here's Morrill going for Terry Barr. Barr with the ball, cutting back to the outside, and still on his feet. Terry Barr, number 41, making it real tough for the Rams. There's holding, though. There's holding on the play, and it's back to the 7-yard line for Detroit. It is holding. It'll be 1st and 17 on their own 7. Detroit making an exciting play, but it's no good. 1st and 17 now on their own 7. Here's Morrill, the quarterback. The handoff to Watkins. 1 yard. The Rams are real tough on defense. 2nd and 16 now on the 8-yard line. Morrill fading the throw. Morrill being rushed, being knocked into the end zone. We'll see what the call is. Olsen in there, Greer in there along with Jones. A 7-yard loss. It's going to be awfully close down in there. It's 3rd and 23 right on the goal line. Morrill fading the throw from his end zone. He's going deep for Barr. Barr makes a great grab. Terry Barr making a great fingertip catch. A 33-yard gain and a 1st down. Sure, Detroit's happy. 1st and 10 now on the 34. Morrill on the handoff to Danny Lewis around the left side. Lewis, no gain. Fine play there on the outside. Hall coming up from the corner spot. It'll be 2nd and 12 on the 32 now. Here's Earl Morrill, the quarterback, all the way for George Wilson. He's fading the throw. He's looking. He's looking for Terry Barr again. It's overthrown. There's interference on the play, though. Interference. It's 1st down for Detroit on their own 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Detroit on their own 47. Interference call against the Rams. Here's the pass. Good for Cogdill. 17 yards. Gale still on his feet. 1st down, Detroit. Pick it up now on 3rd and 6 on their own 32. It's a pass to Jim Gibbons. Gibbons, the tight end, for a touchdown. 3rd and 6 on the LA 32-yard line, and Gibbons takes it all the way for a touchdown. The tight end can go the distance. Here's Walker's kick. It looks good. It is. Los Angeles 14, Detroit 14. 86 yards in 8 big plays. Of course, Terry Barr's fantastic grab of that aerial for a 33-yarder, the big play. Here's the kickoff. Walker out. Shannon with the ball now for Los Angeles. Shannon being chased by Lions, and he's down. A 16-yard return. 1st and 10, LA on their own 18. Gabriel, the quarterback for Los Angeles. 14-14 tie now in the 3rd quarter. Here's the handoff to Ben Wilson, the big fullback. Wilson to the outside. A fine tackle there. That was Maher making a real shoe-top grab. 2nd and 8 on the 20-yard line. Wilson getting 2 yards on the play. Gabriel calling the long count now. Fading the throw. Looking for Red Phillips. Deflected away. Clark, the linebacker, blitzed it in, knocking the ball away. It'll be 4th and 1 now. Make that a 3rd and 8 situation. 3rd and 8 on their own 20. Gabriel has one more shot to try to get that 1st down. He's fading the throw. Now he's looking to the outside. It's checked off to Dick Bass on the outside, and Bass is hit hard and knocked out of bounds. 7-yard gain, but it's not quite enough. 4th and 1 for Los Angeles on their own 27. Villanueva will get a chance to kick again. Here's Denny's boot. It's a long kick. Watkins waiting. Watkins fumbles the ball and falls on it. It's going to be blown dead right there on the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Detroit on their own 33-yard line. The Lions want to break that tie. It's 14-14 now. Los Angeles, a stubborn team. Here's Earl Morrill's call to Danny Lewis on the left side. Lewis, the fullback, cracking off there for 2 yards. Yards are hard to get against Los Angeles. 2nd and 8 on the 35 now. This may be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Earl Morrill running the attack, fading the throw, looking for Jim Gibbons, his fine tight end. It's good. Gibbons for 5 to the 40-yard line. At the end of the 3rd quarter, it's Los Angeles 14, Detroit 14. At the end of 3 quarters, it's Los Angeles 14, the Detroit Lions 14. I think 2 key plays might be pointed out as the entire 3rd period. The defensive teams are still tough, but the Rams drove down to the Detroit 16 and had 4th and 4. It looked like a Villanueva field goal attempt when Eddie Metter, who usually holds the ball, started to put it down, but faked the field goal and decided to roll out and run for a 1st down. Eddie Metter didn't make it, and Detroit held and took over. The Lions then drove 86 yards in 8 plays, but what a drive this was. At one time, Earl Morrill found himself and the Detroit team with a 3rd and 23 situation on their own 1-yard line. And talk about a gambler, Morrill then rolled out and threw for Terry Barr. Barr was being covered by Lyndon Crow. In fact, Lyndon was hanging on Terry Barr's neck. Terry Barr still made the catch and a big 33-yarder, and they go on in to score. A 32-yard TD pass, the final distance for the touchdown. That was Morrill to big Jim Gibbons, the tight offensive end. We'll get back to the 4th and final period of action between the Rams and the Lions after this message. Fourth quarter, it's 14-14, the Lions and the Rams. 3rd and 3 now for Detroit in their own 40. Here's Morrill. Fitting to throw, he's looking to the left for Gale Cogdill. Cogdill on the hook pattern has it. Cogdill spinning to the outside, gets 11 yards and a first down for Detroit. 1st and 10 now in Ram territory on the 49-yard line. Morrill all the way at quarterback for George Wilson's team. Morrill fitting to throw now. He's going to unload the ball to Tommy Watkins in the flat. Watkins, number 23, reversing his field. Trying to pick up blockers, and does. Now he has some running room, and Watkins finally hit by Lyndon Crow, but it's a 32-yard gain and a first down on the 17. 1st and 10, Detroit on the 17. Here's Morrill. Morrill trying to hit Watkins on the outside, and Rosey Greer has him for a 3-yard loss. Morrill fitting to throw now at 2nd 13. It's a screen pass. No good, incomplete. Big rush there. 3rd and 13 now on the 20-yard line. Morrill looking for Terry Barr. Barr, wide open, touchdown. Detroit, a 20-yard touchdown pass. Morrill to Terry Barr. Wayne Walker will try the conversion now. Detroit steps out into the lead. In the 4th period. Here's the snap. It's down. Walker, the linebacker, kicks it. It's good. Detroit 21, Los Angeles 14. A real ball game. 67 yards in 7 plays. Here's the kickoff now. It's an onside kick again by Maher, kicking the ball to the outside, and Cowan falls on it for the Rams again. 40-yard line this time. 1st and 10, Los Angeles on their own 40. They're trailing in the ball game now. Here's Gabriel's handoff to Dick Bass on the outside. Bass has Scabelli and some good blocking out in front. Bass down that right sideline. And offsides, though. Offsides, it's 1st and 15 on their own 35. The Rams on the penalty end of it. Here's Gabriel hitting Red Phillips across the middle. Phillips for about 9 yards. Make it now. 1st and 10 on the 42 after a pass on the Detroit 42. Here's Gabriel fading to throw. He's looking. He's hitting Carroll Dale for a touchdown deep in the corner. LeBeau can't make the defensive play. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Striking swiftly, the Rams have come back now and want to tie it up on this Villanueva kick. It's up. It's into the crowd, and it's good as goal. Los Angeles 21, Detroit 21. 60 yards in 3 plays. Here's Villanueva now kicking off for the Rams. That's Hall waiting for the ball. Hall on the 5-yard line. Up the middle. Jumping over players, looking for room and running into Rams. A 29-yard return out to the 34. 1st and 10, Detroit now on the 34. Their own 34. The score tied. 21 all. Here's a handoff to Lewis. No gain. The big Ram defense just won't give. 2nd and 10 now on the 34. In the 4th quarter. Earl Morrill still the quarterback. Morrill fitting to throw. He's going to check in the flat to Danny Lewis. Lewis really hit by Henry. An 8-yard loss. Fine play there by Henry. Here's Morrill now. 3rd and 18 situation on the 26-yard line. Morrill again checking the right flat to Lewis. Again it's Henry. A great play by Henry. A 2nd straight loss for Denny Lewis and the Lions. 4th and 22 on their own 22. Compton now will punt. Morrill not doing the kicking right now. He's punted a lot this afternoon. That's Shannon making a fair catch on the Ram 46. 1st and 10, Los Angeles on their own 46-yard line. Roman Gabriel, the quarterback for Harlan Savari. Gabriel looking for Phillips. And he's knocked down after a gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 now on the 49-yard line. 2nd and 7 on the 49. Roman Gabriel. He's fading to throw. He's looking for Carroll Dale. Maybe he tries to unload the football. He's wide open. Dale wide open now. Down the right sideline. It looks like a Ram touchdown. It is. The Rams score again. Carroll Dale scores again. 51 yards. Villanueva now trying for that conversion as Rams put on an explosive offensive show. It's good. Los Angeles 28, Detroit 21. There's a 15-yard penalty now against Detroit on that last extra point attempt. So Villanueva's kicking from the Detroit 45. Naturally, it goes deep into the end zone, and the Lions will put it in play on their own 20. 1st and 10, Detroit now in the 4th period. They're trailing this ball game. Here's Morrow fading a throw. He's being run around. Now he's going to unload the ball for Terry Barr, and Barr has it and drops it. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now on the 20-yard line. Los Angeles 28, Detroit 21. 2nd down. Morrow, the quarterback. He's looking back for Gale Cogdill across the middle. It's no good. Out of his reach now. It'll be a 3rd down situation. 3rd and 10. A vital 3rd and 10 situation for Detroit. Morrow fading to throw. Morrow being rushed. He's stopping, throwing now, looking for Gibbons, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Eddie Vedder and returned 8 yards. Late in the 4th now, Los Angeles leading 28-21. Here's Gabriel's handoff to Bass on the right side. Dick Bass getting hit hard, but he gets he loses 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Rams on the Detroit 24-yard line. Here's Gabriel with Wilson and Bass back there. Here's the draw to Dick Bass, number 22, looking to the inside and dragging a big lineman. 5 yards to the 19. It's 3rd and 6 now on the Detroit 19. The Lions must hold here. They must have that football if they hope to win the football game late in the 4th. Here's Gabriel looking to pass on 3rd and 6. He's fading. It's a check across the middle. Intercepted by Wayne Walker, number 55. Walker, the big linebacker, off the left sidelines and down back for a 16-yard return, but there is an infraction on the play against Detroit. Clipping against the Lions, and the ball is moved back to the 16-yard line. But they have possession. 1st and 10 on their own 16. Morrow now with one last chance. Fading to throw. Passing to Watkins. Watkins, the halfback, on a check pattern. Gets 5 yards. Put it out on about the 21-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Lions. They're trailing. 2nd and 5 on the 21. Morrow fading to throw. Another check pattern, and it's deflected and knocked away as Rosey, Greer, and Jones and Olsen put the pressure on. 3rd and 5. A big 3rd and 5 situation for Detroit. Morrow looking. Passing across for Gibbons, the tight end. Gibbons has it. 1st down, Detroit. A 17-yard gain late in the 4th period. 1st and 10 now. Here's the draw play to Danny Lewis. Make that Watkins. Watkins comes up on the draw play for 9 yards. For 2nd and 1 now. On the 47. Here's a long pass by Morrow for Gale Cogdill. It's broken up. Knocked away by Shannon as Morrow goes for the bomb. Morrow on 3rd and 1 situation. Fakes the inside power play. He's going deep for Terry Barr. It's overthrown just off number 41's fingertips. Incomplete. 4th and 1 on the 47. Now Morrow going for it. It's going to be awfully close. It looks like a 1st down from here. It is. 1st and 10, Detroit on their own 48-yard line. Morrow now hurrying his team. He's fading to throw. His arm is hit. Jones comes in the left defensive end spot and knocks his arm. It'll be 2nd and 10 on the 48. Morrow desperate now, fading to throw again. He's being rushed. Safety valve pass off to Lewis in the flat. Danny Lewis hit hard and stopped there by Lyndon Crow, but it's a 4-yard gain. 3rd and 6 on the Ram 48. Morrow slipping, stumbling, throwing. It's complete to Terry Barr on the sidelines. 13 yards. The Lions have a 1st down. 1st and 10 now on the Ram 35. Morrow leading the team. Throwing deep. It's overthrown, intended for Barr. 2nd and 10 on the Ram 35 with less than 2 minutes now. Here's Morrow fading to throw. He's trying to get some time. Lundy has him from the offside. Lamar Lundy dropping him for a 7-yard loss. 3rd and 17 on the Ram 42. Earl Morrow fading to throw in the fading minutes of the game. Overthrown. Intercepted. Intercepted as Smith comes up with the football. It bounced off Cogdill's hands, and the Rams stopped the Lions. The Rams have the ball now. 1st and 10 on their own 29. Gabriel content to run out the clock as Bass turns the left side for about 2 or 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 on the 31. Bass getting 2 yards. The seconds are clicking off now. Gabriel, the handoff to the right side to Perkins. Perkins, a 6-yard loss, but valuable seconds are gone. It'll be 3rd and 14 for the Rams in their own 25, but they lead 28-21. Gabriel keeping the ball, falls for a no gain. Lions may not get the ball back. It'll be 4th and 14 on the 25. 4th down. Villanueva will punt for the Rams now, but he'll take his time. There's the boot. Watkins downfield. He won't waste seconds. He'll fair catch it. The clock is stopped. With about 5 seconds left, the Lions get their parting shot at the Rams in Tiger Stadium. Here's Morrow's last play, perhaps. He's fading to throw. He's going to try to get the ball off. Now he's being dragged to the ground and unloads the football and gives it to Watkins. That's the ball game. That'll be the football game. The Rams will win this one. They're unpiling. And Eddie Metter, the defensive captain for the Rams, wants the football. The final score, Los Angeles 28, Detroit 21. Two fine defensive clubs putting on one of the best offensive shows of the 1963 season. The final score, the Los Angeles Rams 28, the Detroit Lions 21. Two big plays in this 4th and final period. We might as well talk about them right now. Roman Gabriel to Carroll Dale. Dale, the VPI graduate, who's certainly doing a fine job of keeping Harlan Savari's team on the upgrade, had a 42-yard TD catch from Roman Gabriel and then came back with a 51-yarder. Don't forget, in the first quarter, he had a 66-yard touchdown pass, too, so he had 3 TD passes, all long ones, in a big upset win over the Detroit Lions. How about the Los Angeles Rams for 1964? Roman Gabriel, a big boy from North Carolina State, is fast developing into one of the fine all-around quarterbacks in the football game. He's 6'3", about 218 pounds, extremely strong, and runs the rollout and calls a better game now than he certainly did a year ago. Harlan Savari is a young, talented coach who's gotten himself a real great defensive team together and hopes to improve his offense to match a fine defensive team. Look at their defensive 4 up front, the biggest maybe in all of football. Lamar Lundy is the smallest at 250 pounds of defensive end. Rosey Greer will come in at 285 to 290. Merlin Olsen, the big boy from Utah State, is somewhere around 275 pounds, and Jones will be 290 pounds. They say they're as rough and tough up front as any team in football. The outstanding rookie for the Rams in 1964 might be Willie Brown, the scat back from the University of Southern California. But they must replace rookie last year, Ben Wilson, a 235-pounder with speed, also from the University of Southern California. 64 for the Rams, they'll be going up, and they're young, talented, and extremely aggressive. For the Lions, always second place, they might be going all the way in 1964. The next on the NFL Game of the Week, we have the New York Football Giants, the Eastern champions in 63, against the real tough, hot St. Louis Football Cardinals. See you then. Participating in this program was Schmitz of Philadelphia. One beautiful beer.